So I've reshot this video 2 times now because the first time I accidentally stopped recording without realizing it, and the second time I showed something off that had my address on it, and I don't want to put that out there. So hopefully third time's a charm. But basically, I haven't done a setup video since I was 17, 18 years old. Back in, 2017, so I was 18 years old. And I just thought that maybe it would be a cool idea to do a setup video since I haven't done one in forever, and I feel like nobody really does setup videos anymore. But I know this isn't the nicest looking setup in the world. I know this floor looks disgusting, and it's just an unfinished basement, guys. I mean, it's, it's just a concrete floor that's all scratched up. But basically, jumping right into it. So this desk right here is the first ever gaming desk that I've ever owned, that I bought back when I was working at a movie theater. That was my first job when I was 17. Before I started playing on a desk, I was playing on a coffee table that was about, I'm about 5'4", and it would go up to about my hip, or lower than it would go up to my knees. It was a really low coffee table, and I would sit in one of those little gaming seats that isn't like a beanbag, but like one of those ones that have like a, I don't even remember what to call it, but it was like a low seat. It wasn't like an office chair like that one. But yeah, so that's my original gaming desk that some of you might recognize if you're a longtime viewer of mine from my really old videos, because I've done a setup video before, and this was the only desk that I had at the time. And if you go back and look at my really old gaming setup videos, you might find there was actually one other setup that I had that wasn't a coffee table. It was like an actual office setup, but it ended up getting destroyed, and I don't want to talk about how that happened. Alright, so basically, we just got a bunch of random shit on this desk. Got one of my supplements for just health, and my old ring light that I don't like to use because I feel like, I just don't like a light shining in my face while I'm trying to play. Got my PC. I'm on a single PC setup. It's an i9 10-core processor, 32 gigs of RAM, 2080 Ti in there, and just a bunch of random stuff on the desk. That's like a screen cleaner spray. That is fly trap strip to catch flies in the summer, because sometimes we get flies in the house, and I'm sure that anybody that deals with that knows how annoying that could be. Got my old foot pedal that I don't use anymore because I used to use it to mute myself in Discord, until one day one of my friends told me you can use your controller to mute yourself in Discord. So now I just press the share button on my controller to mute myself in Discord. And I'm also, sorry, I forgot to mention this. If you guys hear, there's a dryer running in the background because the laundry room is on the other side of the basement where my setup is. So if you hear something in the background, that's what that is. Got my air purifier right there, that because you know, being that this is an unfinished basement, it can get pretty dusty down here, so that helps. It's one of the cheaper ones. And then so everything that you see here will start from this side going that way. We have my Logitech webcam. I don't remember which one it is. Just a couple of old boxes that I propped it up on. Got my PS5 DualSense Edge controller that, if you guys can get used to it, I highly recommend it because it's saved me, definitely saved me some money. I mean, it's expensive, don't get me wrong, it's a $200 controller, but I've had that controller, this one, for about, I want to say, half a year, and I've been using a DualSense for about a year now, but I did have one other one that only broke because it got knocked off my desk. But I've been using DualSense in general for about a year, and I've barely had any issues. And then I used to be a Battle Beaver user, or just actually, I'm kind of not going off of what I said I would do, but it's just while we're on the topic of controllers. I used to be a Battle Beaver user. I used to have a lot more that I gave away. I let my little brother have them. Because before I had this one only, I had a whole scrapyard of Battle Beaver controllers. But basically, long story short, I'm not going to spend this whole video shitting on Battle Beaver. I love their product when it works, but the issue is their controllers just don't last. This controller was gifted to me by one of my friends. It's probably the nicest Battle Beaver that I've ever owned. It's got mouse click triggers and bumpers, and it's got back buttons, you know, and dropped a lot of world records with this controller. It's got my logo on the power button. I don't know if I mentioned that already, and if I did, I'm sorry that I'm mentioning it twice, but I had this controller for a month before the back buttons stopped working correctly. So yeah, like, that's a $200+ controller that broke after a month, and this one is a $200 controller that it only broke because it got knocked off my desk, and then it was under warranty, so I just got a new one. So yeah, moving on from the topic of controllers. Lastly, the DualSense comes with a nice case. Moving on. So we have the Logitech G502 that I've had since 2017. I've had this Logitech keyboard since about 2020. I don't remember which model it is. Got my Blue Yeti. I recently just got this monitor for my birthday on the 15th of February. It's a 240 Hertz 1440p monitor, and it's from Asus. And then that's my old monitor that I was playing on. That's a 165 Hertz 1080p Asus monitor, which used to be my main monitor. And I don't have it on my desk anymore. I let my little brother use it, or I gave it to my little brother basically. But before I had this monitor, my second monitor was just an old Acer 1440p 1080p monitor. And then this desk is a Arazi gaming desk with a mouse pad as the top. Got my old Astros that I've had since 2020, and they're 4 years old, and they're definitely I think I'm definitely due for a new headset eventually, because the cushioning is literally depleted. And I got the old, or not the old, but, well, yeah, it's old, but I have the Astro mix amp right there, my wallet right there. And yeah, I've had this gaming chair since about 2020. And I think that's about it. I have some lights behind my setup, and I don't remember what these are called. I think it's called a tapestry, but that's my fiance's, and she put it up behind my setup. But yeah, guys, that's about it. That's the No Fate setup. Like I said, I'm sorry. I really hope that it's not too loud and distracting, but if you guys hear like something rumbling in the background, it's just the dryer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just thought that maybe this style of video would be cool. If you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know down in the comment section. Be more than happy to talk to you guys. And I think my next video will be a high kill game on Vondel. And I would like to ask you one thing before I go. Do you guys like Vondel videos more or Fortune's Keep videos more? Just let me know down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.